looking to lean towards the mid control and trying to console them in towards the banana position. His art with that opening kill was beastik. Goes out alone and got to take face, and taps Flash is forcing him out of position. Fight on yuurih, overcooking those flicks quite severely, and eventually Art will find the flank to get a 5-on-3 scenario.
This is going to be a really difficult retake for Sinners, and they might as well just maybe save onto the Kevlar.
Pistol to take here for FURIA, putting Sinners on the back foot immediately on this first map of the series. He's going to be smoking off that incendiary down towards Cubby. ZEDKO giving up his angle, spraying back, doing damage to Art. Swung upon by VINI, gets that headshot in. One player back of the quad pillar. I think HG got majority of the T-Side members. It's not going to stop VINI.
It's kind of the thing that scared me the most is FURIA just come out, they play their own game, and Sinners just get slapped. And that's kind of what's happening on the City side. The name coming into this team, I think there's been a lot of hype, sort of him coming into it to sort of be like, ooh, you know, what's happening here? We've got a Brazilian team, but we've got...
Above Sinners, and rifles are back in for round 5, but passive control is standard. Finally, one player flashes forward, gets so much damage to KSCERATO, but still the T's win out the opening fight.
And they're looking to fight again. Another flash over the corner. ZEDKO peeks back in, but still the trades are good here from FURIA. Sinners are into
the open as well as the one played out towards first. Flash in. Shock's going to consider forcing forward as beastik gets detected. Sprays through. Damage being done on both sides, but a 3-on-2 favors FURIA for the man advantage.
Yeah, flash over the top, try and get Oskar a little bit of space with that AWP, but even for Art, he's aggressing out towards City. He wants to take the fight. Oskar gets a trade back to a 2v2, but they don't know about Art's aggression.
On top. Boost spot position, flashing over. Do they check Art's angle? No, they don't. And gets the kill in alongside Brehze through Art.
Oh,
yeah, that's drawn 2 individuals. Oskar thinks better of it, though. Looks in, catches VINI as NEOFRAG goes down. Might be a lurker. All got a catch on Shock. yuurih is dealt with. 10 seconds. They got to act right now. That bomb's going to get right here towards the site. They're still just making their way on the short presence. The AWP sees the bomb carrier, drops the bomb for the last time in this round. As Sinners will hold the defense and get there first.
Now, FURIA looking to just
tag very heavily. Start of this round as they make their way forward to the smokes. Flashbang in for NEOFRAG. It's going to allow beastik to swing. C2 players. Perfect 2 frags. And the M4 NEOFRAG lines up a couple. Only gets one of them. In a 3-on-2 scenario, though, is still very workable here for the Sinners camp. They've got to smoke down that cross. AWP doesn't fire. They cross and get the bomb plant.
Yeah, there's no kit in play here for the Sinners side, but they do have the 3 versus 2. And for Oskar, he's just got to wait to see if the T's press him out towards...
If we can bait in Oskar, or at least see information to him. Smoke on Coffins, he's going to get ahead of it. Spray not good enough. All left the junior in the back. Trying to get a smoke out here. Bernie's at 20. All about so much work to do. Look on that first player is good here. Blind in the midst of the smoke. The incendiaries continue to face forward. Knows exactly where that bomb is. Blind fire. Got to get ZEDKO. Got to swing on ZEDKO. Sees him, but Shock holds the line. And just... Nades on the back line. yuurih and KSCERATO get those 2 players to drop. A good start. Shock can trade it, but now it's being forced back by KSCERATO and co. NEOFRAG on the site, seeing where the last player is, and will just get himself domed instead. AWP Oskar, no idea of where the T-side presence is. He's watching for a gap in the smoke. Flashbang in. Good kill for Art, and they are just picking apart the CT side. Last is left and Shock. Got that 1 exit out.
He's the 4th highest rated player in the last 3 months in the world, and he's played 131 maps. I mean, it's ridiculous to think how much impact he's been able to stick.
Around the fountain, NEOFRAG off towards Coffins, flashed out, forced away. Does get that 1 and that 2nd kill, actually. They line up for the M4. Maybe that passive position could be what aids them here. 2 more T-side players siphoned off. AWP on rotation. Art will catch 1. Needs to get that secondary pick back in against the M4. M4 runs out of ammo, so they can drop him. It's all left to beastik in the back as Junior gets his AWP kill on ZEDKO. 2 M4s on very opposite sides of the site. Flashes inbound will allow a peek in a beastik, seeing nothing. Catching Art's hand, but Junior, actually yuurih combines with Junior's assist to finish off the kill and secure this one for FURIA. Even the AWP doesn't stay in play. Gonna get flashed in, perhaps? We'll try for it. So many players to find. It's such a great peak and 2 picks being found for it.
If they do, they've got to be able to at least trade 1-for-1 up against beastik, and he's hearing footsteps.
First 2, frag found, 2 left standing. Knows the KSCERATO's right around that corner. Maps. KSCERATO looking up, drops down, footstep heard. yuurih. Oh, he adjusts against him somehow. Has to go for the default plant because there's no time, and the AWP of Oskar is bearing down upon them.
util coming through, and that just allows yuurih to be able to reposition, get out from that default position, and it's taking NEOFRAG so long to get back up from mid, and yuurih could be the guy to contact peak.
Oh my god, 3 kills. Got a kit. Look for the exit frags instead. Come out towards that long control. Might just keep them there. Held towards the bomb blast, but they'll get that frag anyway.
niko, where it came down to a 1v1, but FURIA in the late round are always converting the advantage. beastik running through the top banana smoke, getting that one-on-one trade, even
for the next player to face. So they boost up above broken wall. Looks like they might just do, yeah, as NEOFRAG's looking the wrong way at the wrong time. Kill found on VINI. Oskar has rotated back with his AWP play. Now's the time for him to go huge, but he only gets the 1 kill. So sights under FURIA control. ZEDKO has picked apart the lurker, but 2-on-2 for the retake.
Do they? I guess they have to go for this. I know that money's in turmoil, but they've got to at least have a crack at it. And KSCERATO has been so great in these post-bloods. 2 kills for him in the round already. Has been tagged up. The CT's putting the util down out towards construction, turning away for the flash. Shock's now the last one left. 1 versus 2, and now both T-side players are peeking in. But Shock is able to isolate both of those fights, and he's got a kit in play, so he can go back over, recover the AWP, and turn it into a 3rd round for Sinners.
All right. High time someone saved it. So Shock making the right call at the right moment, and FURIA just press on their defense, knowing that they could just overwhelm them with firepower. 3 players here on the B side. Arsenal gets that 1 frag. ZEDKO blind does turn it back to a 4-on-4. So getting away with 1 good pick now, repositioning back towards the new box. Does not see Art's shadow. He does now, and turns the man advantage to the Sinners' favor. Still got plenty more to find. Flash forward. They're going heavily aggressive. It's a risky play, and it doesn't pay off. 3-on-3. beastik alone still finds 1 pick above that smoke. Tagged up to 30. And re-smoke back, I do imagine, no. Junior's close, AWP adjusts for it and gets us to evens again.
Both players coming in for banana, and rather than just getting the bomb down, they're going to try and take these fights. Junior misses the angle, though, and now it's all down to yuurih to clutch.
1 HE Molotov out, swinging dry. And high. The pistol, it seems, for the Sinners side, not stopping for anything going in towards this B play. Art here with the USP gets that first headshot. Nade back to do damage to the main T side. Force lands perfectly onto 2. And they're catching players off here. beastik ready for the backstabs coming in from banana. Gets 1 pick, sees 2 more, calls that information onto the main T side Force. They're all here on the B side. Oskar jump facing, forcing Junior off, not ready for Art. Close range, 2 kills coming in for them. Junior also falling alongside Art's angle. KSCERATO turns into a 2 versus 2. And now the players are on the site here on the defuse, sticking it. VINI taking not enough damage to go down. And Sinners couldn't find the pick in the midst of the smoke, and furious.
1 plan and 3 kills. They can force the issue into round 17.
Oskar is forced by Galil in with the kill. KSCERATO to respond over on banana. Mars watching, turned away from KSCERATO, sees at least 1, maybe 2. Burst up, VINI takes beastik back 4-on-3. Burning out of position, burning to death as well. VINI, hold on the reload, getting out of dodge. Teammate's going to come up, he might be aware that ZEDKO's here at tree. Will Junior look to check it? He'll let the bomb go down. He doesn't, and that allows ZEDKO an easy kill chance to respond back for the MP7 finally. VINI gets it to evens, but now he's heavily tagged, and the advantage that FURIA could have had has all gone to hell. Smoke down onto banana, siphoning off Oskar. There is a gap in it though. Shock's gonna be the next concern. AK spray turns their attention towards him. He burns alive. 1 frag now to a 1 versus 1. yuurih has no idea where Oskar is. Gonna tap that bomb, look back towards the construction entrance, and turning away at the ready. Oh, Junior getting a leg shot off on Oskar through the wall and everything. So much damage done to him, but still couldn't find the pick.
Over rotate, what's this?
Will not find much here. I mean, you're right about the rotations here from FURIA, but they're again making the right call. Sinners have pushed all their processes in towards the brackets control, and Art sprays back and finally finishes the job that Junior started.
Man, no one is on B. This is incredible from FURIA that they've rotated everyone.
beastik, last player left towards longest. That 1 frag.
Cool for the Brazilians, but it worked out perfectly.
AK's inbound. VINI moving closer to NEOFRAG's angle, but that aggression to the CT side is going to be punished. Pick found to start. Nothing else being secured here. Incendiaries try and drive him away with the nades back. One player also caught off by yuurih, so he says that much for see now. Smoke down, coffins and cross. Art and KSCERATO watching for it. Flashbang keeps Art blind. beastik still sprayed up. KSCERATO gets those two, and Art gets overwhelmed by ZEDKO, who responds with two of his own. Speaking of twos, it'll be a 2v2 for this retake.
CT rotate.
Or watching FURIA moving closer. Flashes and diffuse kits for either player, but Junior takes the dry face in against ZEDKO, takes him down, all left to oskar. Scope into the back, they heard it. Flashbang keeps him at bay. Got to swing forward. Pixel's given up. yuurih isolates, bears him down, and wins the round for FURIA.
Sinners, they got caught flat-footed there. It seemed like that
Art starting things off on the right foot, dealing with oskar. And following suit on a shot, ZEDKO there on the trade.
Advantage up. We know how aggressive yuurih is playing with the NWP looking down from the apartment. NEOFRAG struggling to get the kill, but at least bring it back to a 3-on-3. And now there's only one anchor at the B side, and ZEDKO even catches yuurih sleeping.
Way too aggressive right now from FURIA. Junior with the AWP shot on for the first player. Two more around the corner. Oh, he gets that second. Oh! What a beauty to get himself started with a pistol round. They're on the T side to kick things off here. And beastik will round that corner first. Immediately dealt with by VINI as KSCERATO gets his kill. yuurih following suit as NEOFRAG finally gets a trade to draw first blood for his T side. But VINI's just tapping heads left, right, and center. 2 kills with 2 bullets. Bomb out in the open. ZEDKO Scene and VINI makes it a tidy.
A little bit of a flyer. oskar waiting for that peak to go out towards the B stairs. Not to be this time around though. KSCERATO looking up towards top of banger and still gets an opening man advantage.
Indeed it does. AK rounds the corner, sees the one player on the boost, tries to go for both of the spray downs. Art gets the kill back in. NEOFRAG trades it over the second player out there. Still VINI comes in to support. Shot trades, yuurih responds. AWP in a 1 versus 3 for oskar. First frag found.
Even further, he's just going to be able to get the bomb down. He's faking it.
No.
Oh, not going to happen. I guess that's the only.
Sinner's trying to get a bit more aggressive in these defaults, but yuurih's accounted for that. Knows there's a second player back there somewhere. Spray is getting close to position, but not doing that damage. ZEDKO spotted out by the M4, and KSCERATO sends him tumbling down to the floor below. It's 2-0 on the trade. Sinners struggling to find these starts, and they'll probably struggle for the rest of this round. Shock does find one good response, so that is at least a way back in.
Yeah, it's something, but even that, they've got to try and force this AWP off angle. Junior now getting a little bit comfortable, thinking about maybe making a slightly aggressive play. oskar might be on the other side to have a bit of a duel, and at least they brought it back to a 3-on.
Smokes back. Molotovs onwards. AK burst. oskar loses his life now to the man advantage. Sinners have managed to find these trades. Flashes inbound. Being expecting him to go very aggressive in this. The Molotov should force him back, burning the 30 points of health. Him and KSCERATO. Bit of a bad spot. That nade actually could take one of these kills. Evaded by the IFB player. M4 swings back, but shot there to bail out his teammate.
All for them in that round. The early contest out towards the B stairs. Art then getting boosted up from mid, not quite landing that challenge onto Shock. And it's the
3 players breaking away to go towards the ramp control. Very fast play into Art. Catches NEOFRAG off. Gets the kill in. yuurih does spray back and takes some damage to respond, but beastik even more so. That nade will finish the job onto him. So again, a 2-0 trade. And look at how close Art was to get. The AWP does see his foot, so he gets punished for his aggression.
Yeah, KSCERATO is going to be able to at least be able to provide more assistance elsewhere on the map. It does give away his angle, but it's still a man advantage being held. yuurih now gets a pick out towards ramp, and Junior is thinking about taking a little bit of a face in from mid. Shock and ZEDKO need absolutely everything to go their way.
And KSCERATO with another good kill on. Should be adjusted by the CTs here. And the M4 takes his face from KSCERATO. 2 in the back lines. AK on the one, but not to the other.
Yes.
The smokes hoping to catch players in the midst of it, but Art in the ultimate flank angle. Shock could be in trouble. Art gets that one frag. oskar there with the trade, and the CTs decide to back off as a result of that. The AWP isn't facing the right way, so Shock can get 2 kills. Only finds that one. Tanked heavily as the AWP, but still back here. Junior had his moment to close out the last map. Had a bit of a quiet series. Other than that, only 3 kills deep here on Vertigo. Shot, spraying, can't catch the kill. Eventually does find VINI with 3 versus 2, but Junior trying to respond with the AWP, unable to do so. KSCERATO falls next. Shock getting 3 frags. Now Junior onto 4K clutch this in his own 1v3 scenario.
A difficult position because they know that he's here. Hearing the footsteps, they've seen him out from default. Another miss shot out for Junior.
Incendiaries on as the teams make their way up and out. Nades back and forth. Art gets the kill on shot. Earlier part of things. M4 watching over, seeing NEOFRAG, gets that headshot in, sees the other player as well. So all sorts of info going the way the CT forces. ZEDKO still out there, does find a response, but it's a 4-on-2.
Try and pick up that bomb and just try and commit towards the frags, but just doesn't happen. yuurih still putting up a monster hold, this time around out towards the EA side. And for ZEDKO, what can he do from here? 1v4, bomb is not dropped in CT control. Does find that first frag to try and take that fight straight away. ZEDKO on 5 HP, 30 seconds left on the clock. Even the NWP from Junior spots out
in the past, like, got to expect it at some point from FURIA, and just came in at the right moment. Now down to the half by for Sinners. In NEOFRAG already picked up by Art. Simple kill to be secured. And they do find a return on Junior. Tunnel vision by that AWP. The deagle finding his response, but I don't think they'll get to that weapon. And even then, there's so many CTs hungry for the trades.
How do FURIA take this? Just slow walk, looking to try and get some fights back out. Peek on each other's contacts. ZEDKO actually getting a deagle kill.
Clearing out the line as well. yuurih's got to find this kill ideally to deny the bomb plant. Oh, and that deagle whiffs its kill. Perfect headshot lined up, but he missed his 3 shots. And it'll be a 3v3 instead.
That had to be the play. That kind of opens up the A site and allows the bomb to cross over. Now, Oscar's been able to sneak his way in from mid. No one's got eyes on this. That's an easy kill onto Art. Now it comes down to yuurih to hold alone.
They know that he's somewhere else here on the site, though. They saw the kill feed. Keeping their eyes on side alley. Bomb plant will be secured safe. Orp swings and Oskar gets 2 kills. And this backstab was everything.
If attempt happening out on the A site, that backstab from Oskar was everything. KSCERATO trying to go in for a little bit of spam. Oh, nicely done.
Second player caught off guard as well. Shocked. FURIA will be limited on their own buy, though. SMG and deagle in this next round. Fast play out from NEOFRAG going right past the CT forces. Art opens up this round.
That's a fake. They're committing quick out for mid. A lot of footsteps being heard. VINI out for the construction position. Only lands one. Now it comes down to the anchor of KSCERATO on the side.
The SMG, though, against all the AKs and the AWP, needs backup, so he's hiding behind that smoke, dropping down, giving the info away, tried to get to that banger boost. Nades up, looking for ZEDKO, shot forces forward, finds Art. Does he think that's the player that's out there? No, he doesn't. ZEDKO finds KSCERATO.
A good start. They catch off NEOFRAG, who's just trying to sell the fake out towards ramp. A quick commitment in from mid to try and split towards B. And you're towards the top. They've been able to spam through. They know that yuurih's here.
Scout of Art is trying to support him. yuurih eventually has to force forward. Oskar follows suit on Art's position. 5-on-3 now. Junior trying to go for a ballsy play with his AK. If he can get it done, that might turn the tide of this round because he's in the midst of the smoke and they have absolutely no idea. NEOFRAG sees him at the edge of it, gets that kill. 2 left here. 1 SMG, the VINI, and
gather that information, wait for the repeats, and then even Junior looks like he's got a bit of a play hiding in the smoke, but it starts to dissipate. NEOFRAG's able to get a bit of an angle. 5 up on the board now for Sinners. Now they got, what, 7 on Inferno, so there's a real decent chance that they can go a fair bit further than what...
To get something going here. Can they steal something back against FURIA? And to remind you all the context in this series. Time's ticking, AKs pressing forward, flashes on. Orp got a focus fire, 3 players over a side alley. Art gets caught off guard, but all their backs are turned. yuurih has to adjust against it. He's known the M4 of VINI also got to come in to support. Gets into a 3 versus 3. All CT players are tagged up, but still. Both these players have the fuse kits on the CT side. ZEDKO waiting, tap on the bomb, forcing Shock forward. Shock still gets the kill, and KSCERATO, too many angles to worry about. ZEDKO gets his headshot in. Flashes over, sprays through, no kills found by KSCERATO. ZEDKO with his frag, bomb on his back. Art can't get the response frag. M4 of VINI needs to come in to support, and he gets both of the 2 kills. But now, it's a 3-on-2 as we slow things down. The bomb's been dropped, though. That backstab inbound from NEOFRAG is going to be pretty useless unless he can find a kill with it. He sees yuurih. yuurih has no idea. Tap to the head. Even standing again. Sinners pressing forward. Junior got to focus on this one player, misses his shot, and just like that, the man advantage falls apart. The bomb's been recovered. It's going into the A play. 10 seconds to get here, and NEOFRAG waits in one of the side rooms. Can he actually get the bomb down in time? I don't think Oskar can get there. Just about. Okay, well now the retake is on to VINI.
Oh, what a...
He falls back.
ZEDKO might be able to catch the timing, but it might go both ways. VINI got the angle, Glock shots coming out, but ZEDKO actually wins that fight. Art gets the trade back, and now mid is open.
4-on-4 at least. That could have been a lot worse. Art going to press forward a little bit too far forward, though. 2 CTs round of that corner, and NEOFRAG, an easy kill of his own. 4-on-3 scenario. Sinners are pressing back and wrapping over. Junior tapping with his Glock, sucking onto the back lines, and cannot seem to find the kills. 55 seconds, a shot presses on. USP finds yuurih. Now 2 left standing for the FURIA side, and Sinners look to clean up round 16, it seems. We're going to clean up this pistol base. It's Shock with another frag. And Junior, falling.
Looking to try and see if they can get more. Rush out from mid. This is quick.
Pass around the corner for VINI. The adjustment to ZEDKO is exactly the kind of play they need. Need to convert it into a second frag in case KSCERATO's there with the first, not quite the second. VINI's so heavily tagged, he needs to rely on his teammates to get there, but Shock is at least on 5 points of health. Meanwhile, yuurih in with the backstab. beastik not going to be aware of it just yet. The B side is under their control as beastik does fight back and secure a 3v3 for the retake.
A difficult retake though, knowing that Shock is on low HP and that VINI is still around this mid position. They've got to be able to fire this pick in now, and they've been able to do so.
So well read there from beastik, and now Junior waits around the corner. Flash turned away from Shock, gets the kill on 5 points of health. It's all on Arts. So much work to do. He finds that first kill. Player off to his direct left-hand side, gets the second frag. Past that smoke, 34 HP versus 40 of beastik. On the defuse, there is no kit. Art sprays not for him. beastik sticking a whole 10 seconds. Art's going to get there right now. He's going to force forward. Down into the top entrance. We'll see one T-side player, but couldn't get the shots off on him. They return back for wall bangs instead. beastik actually kicks off the round.
A lot of tag damage has been done onto yuurih and Junior too in terms of the spam. There's a little bit been returned, but this is a great position for Sinners to be in. Even for ZEDKO, needs to strike out from B, and now it's open. It comes down to the rotators.
Yeah, bomb's on its way back forward. 2 T-side players here to try and siphon them off and keep them away. Sinners will be going for this retake though. They've made it work once before. Little bit limited though. Again, the buy is not perfect by comparison to FURIA. The AKs versus the SMGs and deagles. 1-for-1 trade from Arse turned up. KSCERATO against that one frag. Not quite that second. Back and forth for the AWP. Looking for the last player of Junior. AK in his hands this time. Can he secure an all-important clutch this time around? He'll need it, I think. Oskar with no kit once again, seeing where Junior is aggressing and landing the headshot. And once again, it comes down to him to lose the fight and lose the round for FURIA.
Whoa, big man Oskar coming in when it counts. The vet on this side, big clutch in the...
Provides covering fire. And ZEDKO pressing into the site itself. Going to get caught off guard, but that flashbang Shock still there to bail him out. 4v4 with a 1-for-1 trade.
They're over-rotating, though. They're completely leaving the A side. They are falling for this fake. And for FURIA, they've got to be able to act now, because now Sinners are kind of thinking to themselves, oh, well, hang on a minute. Do we need to go back in towards A?
And of all the players to get back here, it's Oskar with the orb. Bulan's another stellar shot on KSCERATO. Flashes over, incendiary at the ready. yuurih backed up into one of the corners, going to try to see if he can boost up all the white boxes and look for a flank position against the CT forces. That bomb is on the back of VINI as yuurih gets that kill in at long last, continues facing around the corner, waiting for more CT presence. Will they swing? They will. The spray's so awkward, so the kills can come in thick and fast as NEOFRAG and Shock combine for Shock's 3 kills in this round and a 13th round for Sinners.
Right, it's happening. It's happening for the Czech side to be able to take a map victory, because I don't see this towards Ramp. A lot of damage coming through. The nade should at least be able to pick off a kill. Oh, it gets so close onto yuurih.
And look at NEOFRAG. Look at NEOFRAG. To go that far forward without much support at all, still getting a kill in. 2-for-1s on the trade. At least FURIA can punish it, but the AWP Boxer still alive and still taking frags, at least for a moment. KSCERATO turns it back to a 3v2. The favor of FURIA for the first time in what feels like such a long time. Plant can be secured. The flash is going over. Sinners trying Trying to press on the position. Taps burst up. Damage being done. Finally a kill to return to it even standing.
2v2, and they've still got a smoke down that they could put out towards ramp or on top of the bomb itself. Now, KSCERATO's playing out from the pillar position. Shock is waiting for the jiggle peek, waiting for the swing out.
Sprays up ZEDKO, falling. Shock till turns it around and smoke to the bomb. He's got the kit in play. The Molotov lands a bit too far deep. Still the flashbang blinds off that player. And VINI.
Lights coming through. Sinners are just giving it up, looking to try and get a bit of a boost back. Oh, they've made a sound cue, though. They're making so much noise.
And yuurih reads it like a book. Easy kill. Coming in to deal with that one frag. Turning away with the AKs. The flashes going over beastik. The incendiary down. Smoked by a little bit of cover, but FURIA have that man advantage. oskar does find the gap, though. Again, they've left that right-hand cross completely unsmoked, so we can get it to a 4 versus 4. With the bomb plant going down, KSCERATO does get...
How important that round is to really keep him in the game.
Well, regardless, it's finally some confidence that hasn't gone the way of the FURIA side in a very long time. And still Sinners look to get their own confidence involved. First kill on the orb of oskar, finding our engagements out towards me.
A bit of perspective on this. This is an upgraded eco round about the 2 saved-in weapons, and they've already got themselves a 4-2. They can easily convert the round from here. Junior with the bomb even gets...
Shot missed out, though. Overcooking that flick a little bit too far here. Incendiaries will try by a little bit of breathing room. ZEDKO burning. oskar still finds yuurih. It's all on Junior. 7 frags deep in this game, needing to get himself to 10 to clutch this out. The bomb is on his back, and he has got 2 heavily tagged players, but has to find the right faces at the right... 10 to 15 is the scoreline, leaving 5 rounds of breathing room for FURIA to get us to OT already. NEOFRAG has found the opening kill on Art. Nades back on KSCERATO and Co. He can return a nade of his own right to deal with beastik, but 4-on-4 situation. The damage has been done. The T side have been hurt, to say the very least.
CTs are kind of playing 2 players out towards the B side. ZEDKO gets seen, and now the rush can just come through.
Shock's got the smoke down, and flash past him. He still almost gets away with a kill on KSCERATO. The AK returns the headshot, and it's 4-on-2 for the FURIA camp, I believe.
Rifle and just try and see if he can buy up behind it. FURIA, though, they are really not giving this up. They do not want to take it to a 3rd map. 4 now.
Oh no, he's actually got it dropped in the spawn. Never mind. Okay, so... yeah, full-on orb. No utility for him, interestingly enough. He's still got 5,300, and oskar doesn't even need the utility. He just goes straight up point blank alongside ZEDKO. That's 2 picks in towards the B players. NEOFRAG will get caught up by yuurih going a bit too overly aggressive, but 2-for-1 trades leave Sinners at the man advantage.
Really great entries being found and opening kills out towards that B side. KSCERATO trying to bring it back from ramp, but he can't quite find the pick. Shock getting involved. Another pick coming in, and Junior's now the last one left.
This is not happening. Not for him. No clutch for FURIA. They've done well to keep themselves alive. 8 more info from the Sinners side. 55 seconds. He's got time to work with.
He's got the utility, but he's got to be able to isolate these picks. And even beastik's trying to take the fight.
Comes another pick. It leads it to high potential in this clutch, seeing the shoulder of oskar. Looking in control. Look at how far Art's forced forward here. Keeping NEOFRAG and Shock at bay, and Shock gets that kill. VINI, however, traded back by NEOFRAG, who taps onto the next head of yuurih. 2 kills to his name. And Junior and KSCERATO siphoned off from each other. That bomb gets dropped as NEOFRAG gets a triple. And just like that, the whole round falls apart for FURIA.
They had everything going for them, and now KSCERATO's the last one left out for mid, and beastik even turns around. What? Oh. Going into that last one, and FURIA, in terms of pace, what do we see from them? HE up towards top mid, great nade on towards Art, but it's the entry through the smoke.
Striking back from Art's part. Probably a little bit miffed at the way the situation has gone. Same thing with KSCERATO as well. His own taps towards ZEDKO's head, takes out the entire A-side defensive and rotating force. 5v3 with all the Sinners players remaining in the apartments and on shore. They've got Art who's continuing to press towards this B side, but the bomb's going down on A, and there's really no retake up for the CT side.
There shouldn't be. There could be a little bit of a hunt in from Art. Wonder if he checks out towards that left-hand side, preempts the position. Doesn't happen, so that could be an AK to get picked up from beastik. They recover.
So we go 2-1 to the board of the Sinner side, still in their favour. Still with the rifles out, saved them from this previous round. I imagine they'll still be able to see if they can catch ZEDKO off guard. He makes his way back past the danger box, straight into the ninja spot. Not being detected, Vinny sees him now and opens up the round.
Yeah, this might be another save call out for the CTs. Finally, there's a bit of a trade back in that 4 versus 4, but they need a little bit something else. Bomb plant just starting to go through. Spam getting close, doing a little bit of damage, but not denying it.
Does get Junior, however, a bit too aggressive. Oskar follows suit on yuurih, so this is not a safe call whatsoever here, Dweg. And KSCERATO, last couple of players left. They will find beastik, but now it's all KSCERATO for the clutch. Spray back on the first man, finds it, takes a ton of damage, so it's got no breathing whatsoever. Gets the AWP to fall, but doesn't get the M4 to fall the same. So Shock there with the defuse. There with the third round for the Sinner side.
Oh, that got close. Really down to the wire.
Force the issue here into the apartments. It's going to allow beastik a chance to peek up against KSCERATO. Loses that fight, but the AWP is still watching. That flashbang allowing that peek forward to the Galil. Oskar keeps his line held, holds his nerve, but doesn't get a pick for his trouble.
Yeah, if there wasn't a smoke going down, you could only imagine Oskar just slow walking up, and now they're just running out from Palace. ZEDKO finally sees the play, but Vinny's already got the tap up, and Sinners have lost the A site again.
Looking aggressive even further forward here, alongside his teammates into the jungle and connected position. Shock
may even be able to drop a secondary AWP if he really wants it. Can he find the timing onto the AWP? Oh, that's such a big kill.
Wonderfully done as well. deagle close to ZEDKO here to try and shut down the ramp control, but there with the headshot before the deagle can even fire. The AWP of Oskar is there in the backlines. He's ready to receive and does find a frag back on Junior. So 4 on 3. Oh, he flicks to Vinny as well. Nicely done. And shots just continuing to pour in from him. You mentioned that glass cannon AWP and how crucial it could be to the T-side victory. 2 kills coming in against his teammates. Leaves Oskar alone. One of those two, there might be some sort of connected presence, but he's completely ignoring the position that the CT might be at. They're going to make their way onto the B site on the split, and yuurih gets that headshot in immediately. That might already force a save from Sinners. Or ZEDKO not even looking the right way. Art sneaking back a jungle, 2 more frags. Maybe a 3rd kill for this T side. NEOFRAG is going to be evaded. They still don't know that he was out there in connector, but either way, no retake on for the Sinners camp. FURIA will get their 5th round.
Yeah, what's happening with the comms there from Sinners? Like, NEOFRAG spots Art towards the bottom of con, hears him jumping in towards snipers, and then ZEDKO has just got no idea. A couple of exit frags looking to try and come to position. 5 now on the board for this T side, and for Sinners, it just feels like the competitive nature is starting to slip away. At least they can...
And FURIA should be able to steamroll past this Sinners defensive. They're out of the gate already, catching beastik, spray through on the first man. M4 call out, flashbang, KSCERATO gets the double. And yeah, it's just as confident. FURIA looking so lights out right now here, especially on this B execution. It just feels so fast and confident.
It just seems like they're in control, and I think that was something that was taken away from them very quickly on Vertigo, where we saw some sloppiness, didn't really see the best of calls, and it got to a position where the money wasn't really going their way, but now going into Mirage, things are very different. Sinners just trying to see if they could get any more exit damage, but what they really need to do is just slow these rounds down. They're quick, their tempo is right up there for FURIA, and they're just connecting. NEOFRAG just trying to hold on to the M4, but even there's a hunt coming out from jungle.
Fighting back here on the default position, the M4 watching, expecting there to be a bigger hunt from the FURIA side, and well, much like how Sinners kicked things off with sheer confidence in their pistols and conversions.
Explosion could come out.
Smoke down, tries to press it, KSCERATO beats out beastik, spray through, catches that first. Sees Shock as she gets the M4 kill back in, but Vinny able to get the response. Bomb plant will be secured. NEOFRAG and Oskar are here, but there's a backstab inbound from connected control. Art actually gets ZEDKO over on the site, and now we're just going to sandwich them in. They've got no escape. Sinners might all fall down here. Or pick of Oskar can return, but they are out of here. They are trying to save these weapons.
Quickly, he got traded there. The B-side plays are just so rock solid for FURIA, and Sinners, they've got to be able to find a way to...
They get rifles back in, and they can start to put some hurt on the FURIA side. If they can get this next run, they could turn an 87 half to their favor still. ZEDKO gets that start by finding Vinny, but Art finds the trade back on NEOFRAG. Shock is still in the midst of this smoke, though. Molotov's in, he goes forward, sees them both, does so much damage, but doesn't get the kill on either player. To be ahead of bench, and Oskar with the AWP in the market will now look towards the window, out of the market window itself. himself. Gets the shot on KSCERATO. That's the start. SMG at beastik with 2 easy kills to find on Art and yuurih. Nade close. Oskar gets the collateral, in fact, makes it a quadra.
Yeah, Art getting through jungle though, like, yeah, you're hearing the footsteps, but what can you do with it? Play out for NEOFRAG, struggling to get the pick. There is a bit of a trade back, but now A side is open. FURIA doing so well to taking these bomb sites.
Well, the timing from yuurih was everything right there. If he had swung out a second later, KSCERATO would have gone down. 4 on 3, could still win the round here for Sinners. They've got to get the retake going. Of course, Oscar's got to land his first kill. He's not ready for the player boost at top of danger. So now Shock and beastik, now just beastik all alone.
It's not even like some of the rounds are close. Like, they're just losing the bomb site so easily. A lot of their kills are coming back to trades. Even beastik might get forced out.
Doesn't matter. Straight up, confidence found. Orb of Oskar lands a collateral tag, desperate to get a kill win, but no. yuurih finds the shot that he needs, and beastik held back towards bench. Backup's on the way, but still yuurih finds the double up. AK and VINI so close to sight will catch Shock, but Shock swings upon, burns alive. The 2 versus 4. Bomb has been dropped.
He's to start to save, but for Sinners, they're still trying to go for this.
Default plant attempted. M4 swings out to the open. Now KSCERATO's got to deal with it. Damage being done. KSCERATO supports yuurih's position. 3 kills for the 24 HP player. Swings back to try to look for the quadra. Almost gets it as well. But now NEOFRAG naded out by KSCERATO.
They are changing their setups out on B, but it's just not working. And now just a run out from A. Are just running so dry, straight into the hands of ZEDKO. A great start for the T side. Oskar trying to see if he can bounce back, bring it to a 4 versus 4, but they just maintain the advantage.
Yeah, trades back and forth between Art, NEOFRAG and KSCERATO. 2v3 now for beastik and Shock. KSCERATO molotoving and smoking off the jungle entrance, and he will force Shock back. beastik still here at the CT stairs, seen by the AK. Art taps up, Junior gets out of dodge. AWP forcing out of position, sees his man. Art still gets the kill, and the AWP lands his 4th frag of this game. 10
towards the apartments. FURIA have got to act, and they've got to act now.
AK swung upon, Oskar gets that kill in. KSCERATO dealt with. And the AWP not really looking to try and go any further than this here. They're actually going to rotate in towards the A bomb site as Junior's AWP gets the kill on Shock. ZEDKO still back at Tetris. VINI checking it, sees his shoulder, gets the kill in. AK of yuurih strikes over in connector, sees the second man and lands the second kill. All to Oskar now in a 1 versus 4. Great take of the A site, and especially as soon as had the whole stack towards B. You would have thought that that might have been they can use on the execution. And Art holding the defensive alone as a teammate backs up, still lands the headshot on the first. Shock can overwhelm KSCERATO. Smoke back as well for the CT side to buy a bit of cover. No kits in play for this retake, and they might have to go for it.
They know that Art is pressed up aggressively, but if he's able to get a little bit more assistance, then this aggressive play could actually mean quite a lot. Shock is just contesting out for the jungle position, and Art is continuing to press forward.
Continuing to take damage as well, Junior. Next player to fall in the post plant. NEOFRAG dealt with by yuurih. Nades and molotovs, forcing him out into the open to a 3 on 3. They've seen that bomb. Again, no kit. Nades coming close. VINI's trying to catch off the player over in Palace control when he actually gets the headshot in, forcing the T-side players back up. They tap that bomb. Going to stick the whole defuse, it seems like. Shock gets his headshot in. Swing back on towards yuurih, and Art gets one upon. It's all left towards yuurih now. Time's run out on him. No kit. Knowing where Shock is, but just can't find the crucial kill. The OSP lands a 3K, and Sinners take the pistol. Guns out for the Furious side. Fast play in from Sinners, going to try and go for their similar B hits. The Mac 10 first thing out. VINI with the first frag of the round. KSCERATO with the UMP. That bomb's already been dropped actually on the site, so that was a bit of an awkward position. ZEDKO needs to find the kill. Shock is there to support him as VINI goes falling next. NEOFRAG tagged heavily. Art rotating into the back lines on the backstab via the apartments. The smoke has siphoned him off, and he's going to wait for his 3rd teammate to get to position.
Now, Art coming in needs to be able to at least get a bit of a trade back, and Oskar might just give him the fight that they're looking for. Junior struggling to tag up. Art now getting it back to a 3 on 3.
See Shock as well, makes it 2 and 1 for yuurih on the strike. NEOFRAG with the clutch in tow. It's not going to happen for him. yuurih maintains his double, and Art's backstab was everything. You would have thought the player at truck would have been able to account for it. The smoke was down there to siphon him off temporarily. But with their attention drawn into the market position, it was the perfect...
Going to map 3, Junior going proper aggressive out towards mid, trying to get in towards connector, and finds that first shot onto ZEDKO.
Great start, unable to follow suit. Oskar, they had a HE in that mid position. That could have been an easy kill for them. KSCERATO is aggressing, and Shock finds the kill for it.
Now they can just run in towards the B side, but there's still another anchor here out towards the R position. VINI's going to try and slow the round down.
VINI's already left the market position, and Art Sees his man, gets the kill on NEOFRAG, and now backs off to reposition for the retake. 3 versus 2. beastik and oskar gonna have to go beast mode. We'll secure the 7th for the Sinner side. FURIA creeping up. VINI gonna lead that charge in from market as Art tries to find his angle on the short control. Got a dry face with his torch scope. Din sees beastik. It's all to oskar. AK in the back lines. Now giving up his angle to try and fight against the AWP. And the AK's at close, just not gonna give him the time of day. FURIA with that 14th. And that backstab from Art was everything for that CT retake.
2 very clinical kills to come through from Ard, and what I love too is that the way he repositions himself as quickly as...
Be likely Sinners going for the rush out with the waterfall. Straight dive into the site. AWP seeing what's going on. Junior just towards beastik instead. Doesn't quite land the flick on towards Oscar's part. Flash turned away from. Oh, that's a great shot on Shock. And now Junior's come alive. Quiet in map 1 and 2, but now he's hitting everything that he can. Seeing that 3rd player out in the open, he's still going to face towards it, get back towards the connector control. NEOFRAG needed out by Art, 2 left standing. And ZEDKO tagged up, falling through the wall. 3 kills for Junior, and Oskar with his own AWP in play. Not going to go any further. What a play from Junior.